Lucero in the black top and black shorts, Josie Storts in the black sports bra and multicolored shorts.
Pat Barry talks about the awkward style of Helen Lucero. Hard to time her, hard to read her. Storts coming in. Good versatility. I like her footwork so far. Doesn't look like she's letting the moment get to her.
Storts eats a nice right hand from Lucero there. Wears it well, though.
Lucero, she runs triathlons, so you know she, much like the Diaz brothers, great cardio. She can go in the gym forever, but it's how you manage to fight nerves, especially early in your career. Pro debut can take a lot out of you.
She's a lifelong runner, has been running cross-country, started running cross-country rather, in junior high, and as you said, Jimmy still does triathlons, and marathons, and just unbelievable activity.
Great body work so far by Storts, able to get that knee right into the ribs. Able to use that and move to the back. Problem is the fence, they are right in front of us, preventing her from circling all the way to the back. Good job pulling her off right into full mount.
And Storts in full mount here, immediately starting to land some short elbows.
Sarah needs to shrimp, start moving those hips. Good job by Storts, holding on to full mount.
Lucero talked about her experience in life really being there for her in these tough moments in a fight. We'll see if that stays true here. She is in a very tough position with Josie Storts in full mount.
Toughness is great, but it's your technique that gets you out of bad situations. How often has she been in this position? Is she good at getting out of it? Right now, holding on to the head and the body, that's not what you need to do. She needs to strip her hips, push on the knee, create some mobility and some space, because right now, Storts not giving her any daylight at all.
It's a natural reaction when you're down there to try to hold the head because you don't want the person on top of you to be able to posture and land those shots, but it gets you nowhere.
It's like somebody breaking into your house and you lock the door behind them. You know, you don't want to hold in bad positions. You want to stay mobile in bad positions. Yeah, I say that when I teach jiu-jitsu too. Don't lock the door after someone breaks in. Don't hold somebody inside control and mount.
Jimmy Smith always good for a strong analogy there, and Josie Storts raining down some beautiful ground and pound.
Lucero hanging in there, trying to stay defensive.
Beautiful reversal from Lucero.
But Storts able to isolate the arm on the way out. If she can extend it, might have an armbar finish. Lucero holding on to her wrist, trying to prevent the armbar, but she's really putting the hips in and ends up back up on top.
She's out of the armbar, but certainly not out of danger is Helen Lucero.
She's just raining those elbows and punches down on her and trying to go out the back door, but you have to push underneath the armpits to get that position. Storts not letting that happen.
Lucero came to MMA very late in life. She started training at 36 years old.
Transitioning now to the back. Look for her to try and flatten Lucero out from this position. A little high in the ride. Good job scooting back down. Now still Savage with the ground and pound.
Josie Storts looking very strong in this top position here.
This is going to be a hellish last minute. Lucero has to do something to get out of this position. So far, she's just tried to bridge and buck, and those big explosive positions won't necessarily help you if you don't win the little tiny battles with your hips. Now in triangle position, great transition.
Setting up that mounted triangle, and Lucero actually turned her over into it. Lucero looks to be cut open.
Lucero trying to slam her way out of the triangle. Now going armbar, she got it.
She taps. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Josie Storts with the first round submission in her second professional fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 4 minutes, 21 seconds. Round number one, submission by triangle for your winner and still undefeated from Springfield, Missouri, Josie Skull Crusher Storts.
And with that, Phoenix Series 2 is underway.
What did it say at Cobra Kai? Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. That's exactly,
no mercy, sir.
No
mercy,
that's
sir.
exactly how you want to approach a one-round fight. You don't want to be second. Be wary of the counter-punching. Not that it can't be effective, but you don't want to be the one stepping back. Those are the windmill punches I talked about. She likes that overhand right. She likes to really commit to every punch. Does leave her vulnerable to counters.
Torquato backing Dudieva up against the cage, but Dudieva looking to put some of that judo skill on display.
Head and arm, that's always a risky throw in MMA and jiu-jitsu. They pop their head out, they can take your back. No fear, going right back to that clinch work.
Torquato landing a nice knee there.
Yeah, staying with the plum behind the head. Just keeping the physical pressure on. Short fight, the one that doesn't back up. That's the one in charge. That's the one that can walk away with a lot less damage as well.
Certainly a different strategy when you're fighting for just 5 minutes. I mean, you want to conserve yourself for the later fights, but at the same time, you got to make things happen quickly, Jimmy.
Or there is no later fight. You have to remember, you don't get past the first one. You're saving that energy for no reason. Daniel Stewart once said, you can't take your punches home with you. That is great advice. Also, you don't want to worry about the next round. You can't be thinking about that right now. I could fill a small encyclopedia with great fighters who are generally slow starters. You cannot afford that tonight.
Torquato doing a really nice job of controlling Dudieva against the cage here. And already, I mean, we're coming up on halfway through this fight. Wise to that judo trip there was Torquato.
Yeah, good stance, excellent with the knees. And look how she keeps her head right in the center. She doesn't let Dudieva push it off to either side. That's where the knees come from. That's where the escapes come from. You move your opponent's head to the side, you circle out.
Nice kick lands from Torquato as well. Oh, and a nice left from Dudieva.
Walked right into the jab. Torquato, see, she's had enough of that. I want to go back to the fence. Her strategy is not center of the cage. It's right here against the fence. Problem is she's leaving herself open to some decent counter punches. Windmilling style of Dudieva. A lot of commitment to every punch. Just like that. Problem is Torquato, as she comes in, she's reaching a little bit. She's allowing those over-the-top shots because she's making a big mistake. We call the Frankenstein, reaching forward with both hands, can't afford to do that.
And in these one-round fights, Jimmy, the judging is also such an interesting thought because obviously Torquato, a lot of control time here, but Dudieva landing some nice shots.
Very effective. It's a matter of what you like. That's important in a 3-round or a 5-round. In a one-rounder, so brutally important.
Torquato firing back there for a moment.
Out here in space, I think she needs to land something big. This is where Dudieva has done her best work, out here in space in the middle of the cage. Torquato has to be smart getting in, throw combinations to get in, don't just reach.
Dudieva throwing that hand with absolute fire. If that lands, Jimmy, that's going to be a tough night.
Igor Vovchanson special, for those that remember him, that leaning shot, put everything behind the right hand. Dudieva doesn't throw any feeling shots. No soft jabs, no feints, no setups.
Torquato doing a nice job finishing her combinations with that leg kick. Once again, backs Dudieva up against the cage here.
The problem with the leg kick is that's usually a second, third round. You start feeling that there is no second and third round. Also, a lot of judges don't just underestimate the effectiveness of it as well. They don't judge it like they should.
Absolutely.
So in boxing, body shots just don't get judged like headshots, even though a lot of times they're worse. Not really having the room to take the back. Dudieva doing a good job keeping her butt right up against the fence, able to square up. Dudieva just punching her way out of the plum.
Dudieva trying, oh my goodness, eats a shot there. These ladies are firing in the last 20 seconds.
You can't say they're not, exactly. You can't say they're not letting it all hang out.
10 seconds left here in our first quarterfinal bout. Oh, and a head kick from Torquato lands. A nice combination lands. A good way to end this fight, Jimmy, for Torquato. Oh, but Dudieva with the takedown.
Right some out, but it's should be over, and there it is.
With just seconds left, Milana Dudieva lands that takedown. Will that cement the round, Jimmy?
Hey, look, the one job you don't want.
Timing on that.
The one job you don't want at any time in MMA is being a judge. It is the hardest thing ever. Now it's one round. You have to decide this entire fight. That's tough. I would not want to be in their shoes.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 minutes, your winner by split decision from Brazil, moving on to the semifinal, Diana Torquato.
TJ DeSantis, Julie Kedzie tonight inside Fire Lake Casino Arena, Shawnee, Oklahoma. We are underway. Touch of gloves. Connor's in the all black, Avila, black with purple, immediately coming forward with strikes. Very aggressive is the Raging Panda.
Connor's is trying to tie up, slow down some of that aggression. You can see Raging Panda, I love that, is underneath. She's got that underhook. Her hands are locked. Oh, not locked on the inside there. And she's trying to shift the position so she can get that takedown.
Connor's trying to break the posture with that forearm. Avila staying inside this clinch, trying to control her.
Watch that trip. Yep, control the hand. Control the hand. Fight the inside elbow. Circle. Go center.
Connor's able to break free, but Avila not letting her off the fence, coming forward with some strikes.
Big punches, TJ.
Avila now officially past the point of her Invicta FC debut over the 40-second mark, so she is in control here, trying to come out very aggressive and make that statement. Connor's covering up, some big strikes here by Avila.
Yeah, you can see Avila controls her up against the fence with her head and tries to get that bicep control. When Connors moves, anytime, push her head away, Avila immediately rattles off elbows or a flurry of strikes. Pushing on the head right there is smart, but you can see Avila's trying to get control right there as well. Right now she's got her elbow pinned up against her body. It's interesting.
Damage up to the legs, Julia.
Use both hands.
Damage up to the legs, Julia.
Is Connor able to slow this fight down? Because you see Julia Avila really controlling the pace of this action. Alexa not really able to rest.
Yeah, she needs to get her head lower, TJ. She needs to spread her legs apart, and she needs to get much lower in this clinch. She's letting Avila get too much control of the balance. Nice knee there. Oh, whoa!
High to the head, Julia Avila.
Oh, goodness.
Pouring up some elbows here. Alexa Connors in big trouble.
Yeah, you can see she's wrapped over the head, but that knee, her nose looks pretty messed up from that.
Yeah, it is crushed. Julia Avila in business here in round number 1.
Julia Avila is kind of digging for that leg. She's wrapped around the head, and Connors is trying to get to an underhook. She gets an underhook position right there. Now, she needs to get her other arm locked into an overhook and try to push away from the cage. Nice knee.
Aggressive is Avila. Connors showing that damage.
See, Avila's dragging her, trying to just drag her to the ground right there. Connors resists it, and she's doing a good job kind of pushing away from that. But that overhook needs to be more into play. She needs to shift her hips and get kind of away from that constant aggressive pressure. However, every time she disengages, she gets punched. That nose is messed up, TJ. Nice knee.
What is Alexa Connors feeling with the badly damaged nose like that this early in the fight? Is that gonna wear on her? Oh, that one will wear on her.
It depends. It depends on what a fighter's mentality is when they see their own blood. It might motivate her. To me, it looks like she seems to, she can only breathe out of her mouth at this point, right? So that does make it harder for her, maybe cardio-wise later on. But she seems to be trying to do the right things, digging for the underhook and pushing. She's just kind of giving up the balance right there.
Julia Avila, she calls herself a competitive snuggler. I don't want to be a part of this kind of snuggling, I'll tell you that.
Ooh, that was a big trip attempt from Alexa Connors. Julia Avila jumps on her, just throwing wild punches. Connors gets a nice right in there. You can see she's still here, she's not out.
Avila very measured here, picking her shots. Connors not out of this one yet.
No, it could be she's more motivated now, having kind of woken up to that. But her stance, her arms are a little bit too wide. Avila's really able to kind of move to the inside there with that jab. Connors likes to do more karate-style kicks, so it's interesting to see when she blades her body more. Avila, again, lands some really strong punches.
Push kick to the head. Backs up Connors. Avila, 45 seconds left to work in this round.
Excuse me. Avila comes back. She's trying to center around. I think she wants to keep the rest of this round off of the fence and, you know, kind of try to showcase some striking.
Credit to Connors. A nose definitely damaged, but she's still composed here.
Big
combination of punches by Avila.
She sneaks that right hand in there, but it's not enough, you know, when you're being put back. She's got to kind of launch her own offense or really start working some more angles. Standing right in front of Avila is the, you know, is the issue.
Avila coming forward. Connors staying composed, but Avila bunching up some punches here to end the round. Connors hanging tough. Julija Avila put on first round performance that she wanted to back in May. She's making tonight count. Round 2 underway. Connors coming out with some kicks to start the second frame. Hard right hand finds a home by Avila. And again, Connors still far from out of this one, coming forward, trying to get her game going.
Yeah, and I think the problem is she's not really attacking on angles that we've seen from her in the past. She's standing right there, not moving her head, and it's making it, and then stepping right back into the fence. It's making it kind of easy for Avila to find her right hand.
Bring your butt to me.
That nose is leaking of Alexa Connors. Nice into the body there by Avila.
You can see she's bracing her way out in that position. That was nicely done. She's off the cage. Avila's been throwing front kicks to the nose too, which I think is a smart thing to do. Big overhand.
Let's go. Hands up. Chin down.
No elbows. And stay high.
Hands up, chin down, like it.
Connors feinting with some strikes. Avila coming forward with a 1-2 combination.
Goodness.
Connors backed up once again by the strikes of Julija Avila.
Oh, big hook. And you can see Connors is trying to make the adjustment by bringing her elbows up so that, you know, Avila might hit the elbow with some of those punches, but she's not quite doing it fast enough, and they're dropping in between attempts.
Avila's still aggressive, but more calculated here in the second round.
Yeah, this is the time when she should pick her shots, really kind of work that nose, try to cause more damage to it.
Let's go, Alexa.
Stay light on your feet,
Back straight up.
Connors trying to set up her strikes, utilizing the jab there. A lot of feints here, movement. Kick from Connors.
Yeah, she did that little shift and then tried to throw a head kick and didn't try to throw it. She threw a head kick, but Avila kind of really didn't notice it.
Julija Avila, aggressive. Once again.
Look at the way Connors, she comes right back to the middle. Like, she's composed here. She's in this fight. She's just not quite launching enough of an offense. That was smart to do. Come back to the center of the ring. She knows that she's been pushed up against the cage. Staying out here is where she's going to be able to kick, and she's going to be able to do some of her more, you know, karate-style attacks.
We talk about the composure of Alexa Connors. I mean, she knows she needs to fight her fight, not get lulled into this Avila type of fighting. And like you said, she took a step back, made sure that she was maintaining her position. She hopes to get going, but right now, more strikes by the Raging Panda. Alexa Connors covering up.
Oh my goodness. Flurry of strikes, takedown attempt, and then back up to the strike. She's
Julija Avila coming alive. The Shawnee crowd here in Oklahoma showing their approval. Now going to the wrestling game is Avila. And again, credit to Connors. She weathered the storm and was able to clinch up and slow down that offense.
You can see she's breathing heavily out of her mouth right now. There's no way she's getting air out of that nose. It's probably a little bit distracting for her at this point. Wrapping around the head like that is not something a wrestler would necessarily do, but it was a good way to kind of slow her down, slow down that flurry of punches. Now again, we're jockeying for position on the cage. Avila's got the head position. She's got her pressed in there.
Sarah Kaufman watching tonight on Fight Pass. She's tweeting she definitely wants a winner of this fight. Julija Avila thus far making a case that it's going to be her. Needed the body there. Connors again with that over-under. See if she can try to circle off. What does she need to do to slow down this offensive pace from Avila?
Well, there's that big thing again. It has to do with her hips and her hand position, TJ. She's got to be shifting her hips back and forth and taking advantage of when she can kind of push to one side. So she's got that overhand. She needs to insert that head, or if she's got that frame with the head, she's got to use that to push and then angle quickly. And she's back in the center again, but I think it's more that Avila let her at this point.
Nice right hand by Connors off the Avila kick.
Let's go.
And what Avila's doing so well is that range with her punches. She's really got a sense of how long her arms are.
Big punches here by the Raging Panda. Alexa Connors covering up. Now able to get back into the clinch. 30 seconds left here in round number 2. The blood is pouring from the nose of Alexa Connors.
You can see Connors trying to dig in for the, Avila disengages and then starts rattling up those punches again. This is where she doesn't always have a range. Nice dig,
Connors in trouble, and it's done! The Raging Panda!
Wow.
Making a statement tonight in Shawnee, Julija Avila.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 4 minutes, 43 seconds of the second round for your winner by technical knockout, Julija Raging Panda Avila.
Julija Avila.
And here we go for the bantamweight title, the armbar specialist versus the grinder, and Stoliarenko coming out like it's a one-round fight. Very aggressive.
Very aggressive, Jimmy, and she has a lot of first-round finishes. She definitely has a...
Oh, nice high kick. That caught her. Another one caught her. Oh, but she runs into a right hand. Back and forth, and she will pull guard, looking for that armbar. Cutting the angle. She's almost got it. Verzosa able to circle out just in time.
Beautiful hammer fist there.
Wow.
What an incredibly
Do they
fast
think
start.
they're in the tournament? It's a one-round fight? No, this is a
Maybe.
5-rounder.
I know.
And they're fighting like it's a one-rounder.
They really are. And traditionally, Stoliarenko is an incredibly fast starter. She is very, very aggressive with how she starts her fights.
Man, that head kick right on the money. See Verzosa blinking another good right hand. Verzosa eating a lot of not just kicks, but punches as well. And Stoliarenko going down for that armbar. This time Verzosa not going to the ground with her.
And that is what is so gangster about Stoliarenko, is she will pull guard. She will jump guard in the middle of a fight, looking for that armbar because she is so confident.
She believes once she goes to the ground, she can get it. She's doing a great job with the strikes. It was Verzosa who initiated the clinch. Head kick combo and the right hand over the top. Stoliarenko had her rocked. I believe she is still wobbly, Megan.
She really is, but you know, Verzosa does have a little bit of an awkward, unorthodox style with her striking. She does have a tendency to be a little bit flat-footed, but she is very, very powerful when she does land.
She moves gently very, very well, but her head very stationary in this fight. That's why that overhand right has been so effective for Stoliarenko.
And she's doing a good job of bringing her head off the center line as they trade that right hand. So it's landing on Verzosa, but it isn't landing on Stoliarenko.
Stoliarenko committing to every single strike, be it the kick or the punch over the top. Verzosa hasn't been able to find her own offense yet. Could be biding her time, trying to drag this into the later rounds. One thing about being a finisher, if you can get them out of round one, they slow down quite a bit. Could be what Verzosa is counting on.
It's really interesting to see because we're about 3 minutes into this fight now, and I feel like Stoliarenko and Verzosa are really settling into the fight now. It's not as crazy. It's, oh man.
And just as you say that, she lands a head kick over the top. Another right hand rocks her.
The toughness of Lisa Verzosa.
But she's got to get out of the way of these brutal punches. She has been a sitting duck, now rolling for the armbar again.
Oh my goodness. She is just so creative with her transitions, and she will throw up an armbar from anywhere.
No fear at all, trying to extend her body. If she can get her flipped over, she can finish this. So far Verzosa able to stay on top. She's holding on to that grip for dear life. Because if Stoliarenko can get it extended, this might be over. She's got it twisted. Now it's a shoulder lock.
That does not look
Yeah, it's like an Americana from armbar position. Now she has that arm extended and well, able to turn it out again.
Oh, goodness.
Now the old school fans, Kazushi Sakuraba got to move like this, and a guy named Ebenezer Fontes Braga turned an armbar into an Americana, able to twist the shoulder. He got the tap. It can be done. I know that's Sakuraba, but it can be done. Stoliarenko has to let it go.
And she's doing a beautiful job. She's already looking to rotate her hips, and Verzosa is doing a good job of trying to stay square, but Stoliarenko is putting her feet on the hips, and that enables her to swivel with such intensity.
That's how you isolate the arm, is get your hips off the center line. But Verzosa, for the beating she has taken, we'll see the end of round one. We didn't have the audio for it, but I am telling you. See there, 10-9 all the way across the board for Stoliarenko. If you're Verzosa's corner, what you tell her is the worst is over. She's most powerful in round one. It's all downhill from here. Whether or not it's the truth, who cares? But that's what you tell your fighter.
Yeah, and the thing is that you have to really get them out of that mentality of the first round. It's like, look, we're settled into the fight. We're not going to be as fast twitch. We're not going to be as explosive. Now it's our time to get to work.
And none of the judges went 10-8 in round one. She's not in a, doesn't have a terrible deficit in front of her. She has a good round. And it's right back to even. That's what you think if you're Lisa Verzosa. And how much energy did Julija Stoliarenko use in that first round? That is a huge question.
It definitely looks like she is breathing heavier coming into this round, but also she's bleeding from her nose, so how much is that to do with not being able to breathe out of her nose? I don't know, but she does seem to have slowed down a little bit.
Oh, nice right hand by Verzosa. Good counter catching Stoliarenko coming in.
Beautiful uppercut there.
It's interesting, for such a great armbar, which she does have, we haven't seen any real takedown attempts. It's been guard pulls. She hasn't really tried to clinch or trip or commit to any leg takedowns.
No, she really doesn't, and she kind of throws those armbar attempts from nowhere. And it's very hard to train for that.
Not exactly of the position before submission school. That doesn't seem to be her thing.
No, definitely isn't. But that's what makes it so exciting.
Certainly fun to watch. Oh, nice right hand by Stoliarenko.
She's just doing such a good job of timing that right hand from Verzosa and trading, but making sure she brings her head off the center line. Beautiful right hand again there.
Wouldn't surprise me if that left eye starts closing up on Verzosa.
Beautiful lead leg.
Good job by Verzosa keeping that right hand up. Good counter leg kick. Briefly took Stoliarenko off balance. That's what allowed the right hand to slip in. It's like Stoliarenko could close her eyes and throw the right hand and it would land. Verzosa coming in the same way at the same angle every time.
Yeah, and Stoliarenko just seems to be the faster of the two with her striking. Verzosa seems to be, a little bit slower with the timing, and like you said, she's not really coming in at any different angles, so Stoliarenko knows exactly where she's going to be. She's not really giving her a different read.
Had a striking coach tell me one time, two fighters set a rhythm. The one who breaks the rhythm wins. The one who changes something up is the one who has the advantage.
I 100% agree with you.
So far, Verzosa coming in with the same offense every time, and Stoliarenko so far has it read. And probably because of that armbar skill, no takedown attempts so far from Verzosa.
Nice right hand for Verzosa.
Good timing on that one. Usually a fighter who's losing the stand-up battle will at least change it up, attempt a takedown. None of that from Verzosa.
Yeah, and I think the danger factor that Stoliarenko poses on the ground could be a big factor for that. Why risk going into Stoliarenko's world?
And there's the first commitment to the takedown. She rolls right for the armbar. Briefly in double leg position. Now going Imanari roll. It's a gutsy move in an MMA fight.
Well, when you're a Burmese bare-knuckle boxing champion,
I mean, you're not worried about getting punched. Yeah, why not?
Beautiful head kick there, returned by Verzosa.
Have you seen those Burmese fights? They are brutal. They are brutal. There's some they allow headbutts and everything. It is crazy. Check it out if you can. We will see the end of round 2. Lisa Verzosa versus Julija Stoliarenko for the title. You can see it in her face. She is energized knowing that.
You really can, Jimmy. She looks super focused. And I think, I wonder if Stoliarenko, how does she change her game plan now?
Thought she landed some brutal right hands in rounds 1 and 2. Not as close with the armbar attempts, but will she change things up on the feet? Will she commit a bit more to the takedown? If you know the score, it allows you to evolve your game plan a bit. You know it's not working. Has to change things up. Does she have the toolkit to do that?
Big right hand for Verzosa. I would like to see her feint a little bit more as she enters into that pocket. Draw those counters out.
Because they've been big. Stoliarenko has committed to every punch. They aren't, range-finding kind of punches. They're big, solid right hands. If you get someone to throw that and miss, it takes a lot out of them. Good right hand by Verzosa. She's starting to kind of read the timing of Stoliarenko. And Stoliarenko, you said, had the speed advantage, slowing down a little bit now. Good sequence of punches, backs up Verzosa. Stoliarenko going back to committing to the right hand.
I think Verzosa is doing a really good job of using that lead side uppercut as Stoliarenko enters into the pocket. It creates a different angle. It's a punch that she can't see coming.
That blood really starting to flow out of the nose of Stoliarenko.
Drop that hook to the body. She's walking right into it. There you go. Oh, nice.
They're like two lambs fighting over some territory. They seem to attack at the exact same time, leading with their heads, really committing to the right hand.
Big stiff jab by Verzosa though. And I was literally thinking the same thing, Jimmy. It's like we have a lot of movement on the outside, and then they both throw with everything right at the same time, and then they're back circling. And I really feel like one of these fighters needs to continue and not reestablish that range, keep on of that pressure, and really start stacking up those forward momentum, that constant combinations, and that's what breaks fighters.
That's been a consistent theme tonight, hasn't it, Megan?
It really has.
We'll see a great right hand, we'll see a great jab. We saw in the Guardado fight is that she had a good power shot, but not the 3 or 4, the 5 that'll back an opponent up, that will take them by surprise, that will get them physically moving backward, that will give you the real estate. It's all about the long combinations. The one who throws that's usually successful.
I 100% agree, Jimmy. And if you look at the face of Stoliarenko, she is has a lot of damage on her face. So I feel like in these moments right here, Verzosa needs to commit. She needs to continue going forward, because whoever starts landing consistently first and backing up their opponent tends to be winning.
Oh, good right hand again by Verzosa. Another one. Stoliarenko firing back. You might wonder also for Stoliarenko, she has hit Verzosa with clean right hands, especially in round one, plenty in round two, plenty in round three, and she hasn't really, her face is swelling up, but she hasn't really been able to really get Verzosa on her heels or moving back. Oh, nice cut on the bridge of her nose. Just as I said that, she may have really hurt her.
That could have been that she ended with a beautiful lead side elbow.
Yeah, it's sliced up good. Another good elbow.
Beautiful.
That cut is bad, very bad. Verzosa needs to turn it up now, because if they check that cut, this fight might be over.
See, the good thing is it's right in the middle of her forehead, so it's draining right down the straight of her nose and not going into her eyes, which could be beneficial.
So maybe she,
even though not getting cut is probably better.
Not getting all is more beneficial.
That is pouring blood now.
They both look like extras on The Walking Dead. That shows you a little bit how this fight is going and how much action there has been from beginning to now. We're only in round 3.
That lead side elbow is just doing so much damage. Look at the blood on her elbow.
Stoliarenko has found a target for that elbow. The doctor is coming in. It wouldn't surprise me if this is the last round of this fight.
Oh man, another keeps coming out.
It looks like a faucet of blood on her forehead. That looks like she got hit with an axe.
And she's still smiling.
And she's still happy about it, Megan. She's still thrilled. I gotta say, I'm thrilled that we're in round 4. This has been a great fight. Stoliarenko ahead on 2 cards. Verzosa ahead on 1. But now Stoliarenko has a target, and the target is going to be that cut right in between the eyes. She's committing to every punch. It is now open and bleeding.
That jab is landing beautiful and snapping Verzosa's head back every time she lands.
And every time she lands it, there is literally a spray of blood. If you don't think that's going into both eyes, you're wrong. This might be the bloodiest fight I've seen in Invicta. And I mean both fighters.
It's been absolutely incredible.
It's been a war.
This has been a fans fight. Blood from the first round. You couldn't ask for anything more in a title fight.
Both fighters trading power punches. It's been back and forth. I put Stoliarenko ahead in the last round. 2 of the judges agree with me. Remember, fans, we're trying the open scoring for the first time. Therefore, we know we are not guessing. 2 judges have Stoliarenko ahead, 2 rounds to 1. Going into this 4th round, it has been back and forth. Verzosa coming back in round 2, but in round 3, a horrible cut right between the eyes from a lead elbow. We talked about changing the distance, changing the pattern, changing the range. The elbow does that. Instead of a right hand, there's a shorter weapon coming at you from a different angle, and Verzosa just didn't see it coming.
She really didn't, and Stoliarenko has opened up 2 cuts, one just below the eye and one over the forehead, and that, man, beautiful jumping elbow there. And that has been the distance, as you said, closing that range and not letting Verzosa use those long range punches. Because once she did and she started landing consistently those long jabs and crosses, she was having a lot more success.
Stoliarenko, her skin looks like she went to a tanning salon and went, blood, going for the blood look, because it is all over the front of her body.
And if you look at the mat,
Bad move by Stoliarenko. It's the second time she's done that. Her mouthpiece has come out. She bent down to get it. Verzosa could have attacked. The referee did not say stop or break. Got to be very conscious of that. The referee doesn't say stop. Your opponent can hit you. Now Verzosa being a sportsman, she didn't have to.
That cut is absolutely leaking now. And it looks like she has a cut over her left ear as well. It looks like there's blood coming from just on top of that left ear.
I think you are right.
You know, and probably from those now backside elbows. Man, Stoliarenko is really adjusting to the range and really finding a way to disrupt the timing and change it up.
Right when it looked like Verzosa had her timed a little bit in round 2, it's like she was figuring her out. She was starting to land effective punches, and it's really hard even to not stand up and yell, stop doing that. If I was her corner, that's the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
All Verzosa has to do is throw a kick in that situation. She knows her head's going to go down. Can't do that unless the referee says break. Those coaching instincts when they come back.
But it is difficult, particularly for Verzosa, as she tries to initiate, and then your opponent, and so she's being a respectful fighter, and then your opponent is just bending down to pick up their mouth guard when the referee hasn't said stop. In the Cortez fight, they let it run until the action stopped. So that is up to the ref. So I feel like Stoliarenko definitely should not be doing that, and it should be up to the referee.
Yep. That time she came in with an elbow and got clipped with a left hook. Caught her off balance. Look at the mat. That is all from one fight. Shannon Knapp, big dry cleaning bill after this is over. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Once again, the doctor's going to come in between rounds, and will we get a final round? We are going to get a 5th and final round out of these two warriors. This crowd really appreciating this fight. So should the fans at home. It's been an absolute war. That's the only way I can describe it. Battle just doesn't do it justice. And you see the scores, they're kind of all over the board. Stoliarenko ahead on 2 judges' scorecards.
And that's what makes this open scoring so beneficial, because now we're in the championship round, and it is, we leave it up to the fighters to do the work that they need to do.
Exactly. There's no mystery, they don't have to wonder. Verzosa is putting everything into every punch. She knows she has to get a finish here. Stoliarenko, I don't see her taking her foot off the gas at all. That's just not how she's wired. But if Shannon Knapp books a rematch between these two fighters, she's gonna have to call a blood bank, because this has been one of the most grueling fights I have ever seen in the women's 135-pound division.
I agree with you.
Stoliarenko is covered in Verzosa's blood.
Her hair has changed color.
It's red.
It
It's
is
red.
now red.
It's looked like she's been in a tanning bed full of blood.
She really has. And Verzosa, though, is doing a very good job. She is pressuring a lot heavier in this round, knowing that she is down 2 rounds and she needs to get the win.
That's part of the scorecard of the open scoring. She knows she's behind. There's no mystery to it. Stoliarenko still trying to land that big right hand over the top. She ate a left hook last time, coming in with the elbow, so she's been a bit more hesitant to throw it in this 5th round.
Beautiful job.
This is one of those, so you want to be a fighter type fights. This is what you show to somebody coming up who wants to be a mixed martial artist. You show them a fight like this and go, you can win, you can be a champion. But there are moments and rounds and fights like this where every jab means an ocean of blood coming down your face. That's the price a champion has to pay. Did you just hold up a piece of paper so you don't get sprayed with blood? She just did that. My broadcast partner, Megan Anderson, who, by the way, has done a phenomenal job tonight, just held up a piece of paper to not get sprayed by blood, and I appreciate that. You got a nice dress on. You do. That would suck to get blood all over.
Man, both of these ladies showing tremendous heart. The blood that is leaking from Verzosa's face, every time she gets hit, it is spraying everywhere. But she is so tough, and she continues to march forward, and she is landing that right hand so well.
She hasn't taken a backward step. The cut has not mattered. The beating she has taken from the right hand of Stoliarenko has not mattered. She has been in it to win it from the beginning.
You couldn't ask for a better title fight. We've seen everything. We've seen blood. We've seen people get rocked. We've seen tremendous heart. And both of these ladies are absolute gangsters.
Absolutely incredible. One of the best Invicta fights I have ever seen. Stoliarenko once again trying with that lead elbow. Verzosa coming forward, but in my opinion, it was Stoliarenko who made the adjustments at the right time to open up that cut. She changed up her offense, going from the punch to the elbow. It's Verzosa now in the final round of a championship fight who has to make the big adjustment and get something done. She needs a big round or a finish.
She really does, but I think Stoliarenko, it does not look good on the scorecards bit that she is backing up. And with a fight that is pretty close, we have it 2-1 based on the judges. It could flip the other way.
Oh my God, what a big shot. Stoliarenko attacking Verzosa as she's coming in, but Verzosa not backing down. 24 seconds left. The fans here standing up in appreciation. There are fights, there are battles, and there are bloody wars. This is one of the bloodiest wars I have ever seen in my commentating career. Hats off to both of these ladies, and it will go the distance. For the bantamweight title, you have to give it up right now for Julija Stoliarenko versus Lisa Verzosa. Both of these fighters put it all on the line. Megan Anderson showing me her bloody notes. Now, I'm sorry, I can't give you like a hazmat suit before you go in there to do your interview, but do the best you can.
This has been a phenomenal, phenomenal fight.
Incredible. Look at the face of Lisa Verzosa. It is even worse than it looked during the fight. Cut in the center, cut below her eye. Spitting out pure blood. Incredible.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 5 exciting rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. You're already doing it, Kansas. One more time, give it up for both of these fighters inside the cage. Kevin Champion scores it 49-46, Verzosa. Greg DeVilbiss, 48-46 for Stoliarenko. And Judge Stephen Graham scores it 49-46 for your winner by split decision. And now the Invicta FC Bantamweight Champion of the World from Kaunas, Lithuania, Julija Stoliarenko.
And there is our very emotional champion. First Lithuanian to be a world champion, Julija Stoliarenko. Full of pride, full of emotion, all of it well-deserved as Shannon Knapp puts the belt around her waist, and she will speak to Megan Anderson after showing respect to her opponent.
TJ DeSantis, Julie Kedzie, Memorial Hall here in Kansas City. Victoria Leonardo in the black and yellow. Stephanie Geltmacher in a color she calls unicorn cotton candy. Left hands combination now shooting in. Leonardo answering combinations of her own. Nice uppercut there by Leonardo.
Leonardo's got some heavy hands there, and a lot of those were landing, but it really didn't slow Stephanie Geltmacher's attack down. Nice drive to the double leg, controlling. Oh, excuse me,
Wrestling
Leonardo's
pedigree
back
on
up.
display now, clinched up against the fence. Geltmacher had some nice right hands. Content to let her go and go back at spaces. Geltmacher, hard right hand there.
And that overhand over the top of a taller fighter is a good strategy, to get your shot and waiting kind of just at the end of their punch and then throwing it, especially for somebody who wants to get the inside and take her down.
Leonardo wanted to use her reach in this fight, thought teep kicks would be to her advantage, but able to close the distance is Geltmacher back in the clinch.
And they would be to her advantage. She was aiming at the hips, which is a smart thing to do, but it does kind of give away it gives away distance just a bit if she doesn't land it exactly accurately. Good kick there from Geltmacher.
Geltmacher, the wrestler, not afraid to exchange on the feet. Having a hard time getting on the inside of those long punches from Leonardo.
Leonardo
Now she
threw
gets
some
in.
two very hard right hands. Geltmacher is walking through them and getting her own shots in there too, backing Leonardo up. Now Leonardo circling there, getting that underhook and putting Geltmacher up against the cage.
Leonardo, no slouch of her own in the grappling department, coming off a rear naked choke victory in her last Invicta appearance. Of course, we broadcast live on a worldwide format in UFC Fight Pass. Tweets coming in from Singapore. Appreciate the love. At Invicta Fights, at TJ DeSantis, at JulesK_fighter, hashtag Invicta FC 36. Talking about an international stage, Victoria Leonardo trained with one of the fighters in our co-main event, Janeza Morangen, has spent a lot of time hailing from Brazil. She spent a few weeks at the Elite Combat Academy with Leonardo. Halfway point of this first round.
Leonardo staying in motion. She's landing flush quite a few times, and that can be it can kind of befuddle you to be landing hard shots and then also just getting cracked right back and dealing with the pace of Stephanie Geltmacher. She's always staying in motion. She's always staying very busy, and her level changes are extremely good, of course. Nice level change there from Leonardo.
Leonardo almost turning to a 90-degree angle to Geltmacher. We saw some side kicks early.
And I think side kicks are actually a very good idea, provided she gets that leg back quickly. Possibly spinning out to a spinning back fist off her right hand, if the leg is grabbed. Be a good strategy for her. You don't want to leave your leg out there too long because it can be grabbed.
Rushing in again is Geltmacher. Big left hand and a right. Are you surprised at all with Leonardo's confidence with the kicks? I mean, she is throwing them at an all-American wrestler. She's not afraid to do so.
No, I think she has extreme confidence in herself, and she knows that right hand has been landing very successfully. So, throwing those kicks and having that, ready to go afterwards that would give me confidence as well. It's a flurries from Geltmacher that can be just so frustrating, right? You hit her flush, and then she just kind of moves forward and just flurries at you, and you have to be aware of that takedown at all times.
Leonardo landing with some punches, a nice right hand a moment ago, but Geltmacher still coming forward. You can see the confidence here, growing for Leonardo. Geltmacher again coming forward with that flurry of shots, able to push her up against the fence.
She's pushing her up against the fence, and Leonardo's securing that head frame and that overhook and able to spin around. She's done that successfully twice now. A little bit more head movement from Geltmacher would get her out of the way of that right hand. I don't think she's afraid to take a shot, but if I were Leonardo, I'd feel pretty good about my boxing right now and my, the accuracy.
Flyweights inside the Invicta FC Octagon, final 10 seconds here in this first round.
Nice kick.
Combination here for Geltmacher. What a fun flyweight fight there. First round in the books. Geltmacher wearing some of the damage on her forehead. Stephanie Geltmacher, Victoria Leonardo, BJ DeSantis, Julie Kedzie, Memorial Hall, Kansas City, Kansas. Flyweight's coming out very aggressive once again. Winging that right hand is Geltmacher. Mixing in a kick there as well.
And more head movement. You can see she's making those adjustments, moving her head out of the way of that right hand a little bit more, and also taking that left flank angle.
Believe it, baby. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Now inside the clinch. Trying to go for a throw. Is Geltmacher immediately into mount. Decides to step off to side. Interesting choice there, but now on the back.
Wow, she turned right into that.
That is the chain wrestling and grappling of a four-time All-American, Stephanie Geltmacher, in control with a lot of time on her side.
And Leonardo's rolling through, you know, her jaw is trapped, and she shook that one hook free, but she's still in a very precarious situation right there. Still in danger of being stretched out. There's some nice blood happening there from, I think, both noses at this point.
Trying to roll through it is Leonardo, staying in control. Flattening her out now is Geltmacher. Leonardo grimacing, not in a good position.
No, you can see Geltmacher hooking that hand with her right arm, and she's rolling through now.
Nicely done by Leonardo to get in top position. Now she'll try to make Geltmacher pay.
And wrestlers do not like being put on their back. We know the Geltmacher transfer jiu-jitsu a lot. You can see Leonardo's grabbing the fence there, but she's making the adjustment to try to climb on Geltmacher's back, and she's got that underhook. Geltmacher heads down and really driving in, trying to pin the hips and keep Leonardo from stretching her out.
And look at Leonardo controlling that right arm of Geltmacher.
Very smart. Almost, she could set up a crucifix right there, TJ, if she got the right positioning. You can see reaching to the inside for that single leg can be quite dangerous.
No space, though, given by Leonardo. Coming forward, punches, now putting Geltmacher back into the fence. The blood flowing from the wrestler's nose. What a fun fight here at 125 pounds.
Incredibly impressive from Leonardo, working out of that, you know, explosive positioning and really getting her own good spot. Nice elbow there. Ooh, big
now
shot from
Geltmacher. Knees to the body, but Leonardo still controlling this clinch up against the cage. Halfway point of the fight. Disengaging is Leonardo, now back at the center of the octagon.
Her right eye looks extremely swollen, TJ. Looks like she took a pretty hard shot there.
Geltmacher talked about that fight of the year candidate with Liz Tracy, and that's a fight that she learned a lot about herself. Maybe she'll rely on some of that heart that got her through that to get through this one.
Yeah, oh, you would need that. I mean, Leonardo she is a tough cookie out there. You know, she's being backed up a little bit, still throwing her shots and fighting for inside control. Now she's backing Geltmacher into the cage.
Flyweights throwing hands here. Now in the clinch. Looked like Leonardo may have been stunned there for a brief moment, but came back with some punches of her own and now controlling Geltmacher up against the fence.
And those elbows, the fact that her hips can be back so far, those elbows and those knees, you know, it really sets up a nice position. Wow, that eye is swollen.
You know that's going to be a target moving forward. Geltmacher with a nice left hand. Leonardo comes high with the kick. Geltmacher able to move away. That was a nice kick to the body area there from Leonardo.
Well targeted and really stopped her momentum. Oh!
That one right on the chin. Nicely done by the Fury Victoria Leonardo.
Love me a side kick to the face.
Coming alive again with these kicks is Leonardo. Going to make Geltmacher think about coming forward, but she still does with some punches. Nicely done there by Leonardo to put her on the floor for a brief moment.
You know, I was talking about accuracy of front kicks to the hips and to the body. Smart strategy, especially at this point in the game, because you can see Geltmacher slowing down just a bit, trying to get her bearings, and Leonardo's able to really keep her at bay with these giant kicks.
These ladies going for it. Nice kick to the lead leg of Leonardo by Geltmacher. Now back to the clinch. Leonardo trying to make space and move and get away. Now controlling Geltmacher. Final 10 seconds here, the second round. What a fight.
Wow.
10 minutes in the books. Flyweights putting on a show. Victoria Leonardo, Stephanie Geltmacher. Stephanie Geltmacher said she wanted to hunt for a bonus tonight, and this is shaping up to be a candidate for fight of the night, to say the least. Third and final round underway. Leonardo in the black and yellow. Geltmacher, no stranger to that fight of the night bonus. That was one she earned against the Titan Liz Tracy in Oklahoma. And again, far from out of this one, throwing some combinations. Coming forward again as a wrestler with these strikes, backing up Leonardo. It's really not fair to call Geltmacher just a wrestler, a four-time All-American. That's why she carries those credentials, but she's a fighter, and she's displaying that.
She's a fighter, absolutely, TJ. Nice right leg kick there to disrupt the balance of her opponent. You know, Leonardo's working those front kicks to the body, working those stop attacks and those long punches. But, you know, I mean, what do you do? Geltmacher's just this kind of ball of fury coming forward, and Leonardo's doing what she needs to do by staying at bay and trying for length. Nice hook.
Talk about the wrestling credentials again of Geltmacher. In the Tracy fight, she only went for one takedown. Fight never hit the floor. And we really shouldn't be surprised that Geltmacher loves a fight. She talks about her roots in Hawaii. She said, hey, people on the island, we just like to fight. And we're seeing that again inside the Invicta FC octagon. Leonardo trying to throw some punches of her own here. Try to dissuade Geltmacher, take the fight away from her. But
and something that Leonardo does well is, you know, she moves out of the way into an angle after those exchanges. After sitting down on a punch, she moves out of the way, keeps her hips away so that it's harder for Geltmacher to shoot in right underneath.
We saw Leonardo have some success with kicks in really throughout both rounds of this fight. It's not changing the approach too much, though, of Geltmacher.
No, I think Geltmacher, well, it's like, I don't know if people remember Leonard Garcia style, put your head down and throw, with definitely some more chained wrestling to it and her hands up a little higher. But she's, you know, she doesn't care.
Leonard Garcia reference, utilize that UFC Fight Pass subscription, people.
I think that Geltmacher thrives on her own blood a little bit. Like, I think that's, you know, that makes her hungry to keep moving forward. She's super bloody right now. I think there's a cut over her left eye as well as the, you know, the damage to her nose.
A little over 2.5 minutes remaining in this third and final round. A lot on the line here between these flyweights. Nice combination of punches, or exchange of punches rather, by both ladies.
Leonardo staying in motion, moving to her right, you know, getting her shots straight down the middle, whereas Geltmacher is kind of coming in with the curved punches, throwing her head down, and just, you know, really winging it at times.
You're a warrior, baby. Let's go. You're a warrior.
'Left hand gets through by Geltmacher.
I like that jab, that up jab positioning, I think is really smart.
Biting down in the mouthpiece and coming forward is Geltmacher. Leonardo with a nice right hand.
And they're really christening the new octagon with blood.
.90 seconds left in what has been a very action-packed fight. Pace slowing a little bit. It might build here in this final 90 seconds. Nice right hand there by the Louisiana native in Leonardo. Kick again.
What you have to appreciate about this kind of fight is they're both being tactical, but they're also just really enjoying the melee. They're throwing down when they need to throw down and just letting go when they need to.
Both ladies showing the effects of this fight, as is our octagon. Final 45 seconds here left in this round, in this fight. Both athletes would love to make a statement. The win will go a long way at 125 pounds.
And I like how Leonardo throw hands, wait for the opportunity to throw that leg kick, so that's always keeping Geltmacher kind of questioning the opening. Geltmacher sort of does the same thing with her level changes, but because she hasn't shot quite as much, it's not necessarily a threat to Leonardo. She's not, you know, I guess, assessing it as such.
Final 10 seconds between these flyweights. Geltmacher coming alive. Right hands, Leonardo covering up and still firing as well. Geltmacher might be in trouble. What a fight!
Take my money.
Oh my goodness.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the scorecards, please put your hands together for these two gladiators. What a fight inside the Invicta FC steel. Having gone the distance, we go to the scorecards. Judge at octagon side, Stephen Graham scores the contest 29-28 for Leonardo. Judge Kevin Champion scores the contest 29-28 for Geltmacher. And Judge Greg DeVilbus scores the bout 29-28 for your winner by split decision. Out of the red corner, Stephanie Holtfest Geltmacher.
Still flawless and undefeated is Stephanie Geltmacher, getting a split decision here in Kansas City.
And with that, our tournament final is underway. And this time we have 3 rounds, Jimmy. What a luxury.
Our cup runneth over when it comes to actual fight time. More than 1 round to get it done, but neither fighter needed more than a round last time. Both of them getting it done in the first 5 minutes by rear naked choke.
And as we've mentioned several times, these two have fought before. Deanna Bennett got the better of that fight, really was able to control Maverick on the ground, but you know, a lot of time has passed since then. We've seen huge, huge improvements in Miranda Maverick's game. She's at a new camp, so who knows if this will play out similarly or not.
Also, the winner fights the same fight twice, in a sense of the loser is the one who has to go back to the gym and really improve. You want a rematch, which Miranda Maverick certainly does. You have to say, look, I've made improvements. I'm a better fighter than I was then.
Maverick landing a nice cross there. And you can weigh in on Twitter using hashtag Phoenix Series 2. We have Raging Panda saying hello to us very much. Thank you very much, Julija Avila. Always good to hear from you.
Both fighters right now patient on the feet, using their setups. A couple of lead left hands by Miranda Maverick so far. Remember, that power shot can be more of a factor. Opposite stances, southpaw versus orthodox. Great teep kick right to the gut. I think the key to this might be her ability to initiate. What does that mean? A lot of feints. Switch up, go hand to foot, foot to hand, set up your offense. Doesn't want to be second to Deanna Bennett.
Those advances in her striking game certainly showing tonight for Miranda Maverick.
Not just sharp with her technique, nice leg kick, good confidence. She hasn't had any hesitation about stepping in and throwing hands with her opponents.
And TJ DeSantis tweeting at us. TJ, I'm keeping your seat warm for you. Thank you very much for saying hi.
Good job cutting little angles. Deanna Bennett, wouldn't surprise me at some point, maybe midway through this round, change it up and go for some takedowns, because Maverick right now looking good with the stand-up. Good timing on her leg kicks, taking away the balance of Deanna Bennett.
it's Bennett's body language that seems to show that she's looking to close the distance, get that takedown, and Miranda Maverick reading that and doing a really nice job with these counters.
Also, Deanna Bennett, when you talk about body language, seems a little flustered right now. She can't quite figure out the rhythm and the timing to get her own offense going on the feet.
Maverick, a very different fighter than the first time that she faced her, absolutely.
Baiting her a little bit, showing left hook, feinting with the legs. A lot of times that's key to that offense, getting your opponent to bite on the feints.
Nice right hand from Maverick lands. Bennett returns some shots of her own.
And Maverick never standing still, always angling, a lot to her right. Getting away from the power side of Deanna Bennett. It's the first concerted effort at a takedown. Now she's in guillotine position, but you can't do that without engaging the hips. And right now in this high crotch position, that's not going to be a possibility. Might have to pull guard to get it. Usually it's the crossface that stops the takedown. A lot of people think the guillotine comes from the arms. It doesn't. It comes from the hips.
It's almost like you know something about this game, Jimmy.
Yeah, that's weird. 20 years will do that.
Deanna Bennett deep in on this double leg. She's got her hands clasped together. Seems to be only a matter of time, but Maverick doing a nice job defending her.
Excellent job, and only 10 seconds left. A lot of energy going to that takedown that Deanna Bennett did not get.
This is Bennett's game, though. Push him up against the fence. Look for the takedown, up, down, to control the fight. All right, 1 round in the books, 2 rounds to go, potentially, between these two flyweights in our tournament final. And in fact, Jimmy, it is the first second round we've seen tonight.
These judges getting easy work. That's what they're getting, okay?
Judges getting easy work. I'm pretty exhausted. I feel like I've been put in a blender at this point.
Absolutely awful. That's what working with me is like. Thank you. You're welcome.
I remember it from last time.
Right, exactly.
Miranda really showing off some of those Muay Thai tendencies, popping that front leg.
Yep.
Looking to keep her at distance.
Light on the lead leg, and look how she raises the knee to feint, then comes in with punches.
Deanna Bennett is not one that's easy to put away, though. I mean, for someone so far in her career, she's had a lot of decision wins, but she's had a lot of decision losses. She is not one that you put away easily at all.
Yeah, and Miranda Maverick has to know that. I have to keep the pressure on. She's not just going to fold. I'm not going to land just one big shot and knock her out. Certainly not easily. Got to learn to keep the pressure on. Know who you're fighting.
Bennett started life under the Invicta FC banner as a strawweight, 8-0 at one point, challenging for that strawweight title.
Deanna Bennett, I mean, still doing okay with the punches, needs to use a little bit more of when it comes to her footwork and feet. Throwing the kicks, reacting to kicks, maybe a couple teeps. She's the taller, longer fighter. Yeah, a little bit of that. Give Miranda Maverick a reason to back off, a reason not to come out. Great job with the leg kick. But so far it's been Miranda Maverick who's been more effective with the feet, both with the movement and the kicks.
Bennett looking to catch that kick and fire one off of her own. Not quite connecting.
Surprised she hasn't committed a little bit more to the takedown, and there she goes. It's almost like
it's like your clairvoyance.
It's weird. She might have felt it when she rubbed my head. Like
that is probably what it was.
The hand.
She was giving you the future.
Why am I so much better now? Tactically.
Somehow it didn't work for me when she rubbed my face. It's a totally different thing, I guess. Miranda Maverick now doing the pushing against the cage, controlling the fight here. And Deanna Bennett having some success when she would string together 2 or 3 punches, but it's almost like she needs to string together 3, 4, 5 punches, really close the distance and get in completely. Now, looking for that.
Maverick got the takedown, but wasn't able to close down the left side, and Deanna Bennett almost able to come out and reverse, had to get back to her feet to avoid that.
And Bennett can stay in this position for an eternity. Not always the most exciting fight to watch, but when you're the one on the receiving end of it, when you're the one doing it, it's absolutely grueling.
You know, talking about Khabib, somebody was telling me online, oh, Khabib's takedown percentage isn't that high. Like, yeah, but he goes for it and goes for it and, you know, so the percentage, well, when do you consider a takedown over, essentially? But the ones that go after it ad nauseum are the ones that really wear you down. It's that kind of style.
It's the chain wrestling, it's the tenacity. And Deanna Bennett, nothing but tenacious tonight.
The problem is this is as deep as you could possibly get, essentially, right behind the hips. Can't see if her hands are locked, but those are the kind of positions she has to take advantage of and get the takedown.
Well, and this is what happened in their first fight, is Deanna Bennett did get the takedown, stayed on top, and was able to control Miranda Maverick on the canvas. So obviously Miranda Maverick been working very hard on her takedown defense.
For the first time, we're seeing Miranda Maverick breathe pretty heavily. Very fatiguing playing defense in these positions. Really aggressive move, stepping over. Almost trying to take the back. Now looking for triangle with that wrist control. Deanna Bennett trying to keep the pressure on, but she's able to step over the arm. Don't think there's going to be enough time to really get the submission here. Looks like she's looking for the triangle, but time's going to run out on her.
And here it is, our third and final round of the evening. In this, our tournament final. 5 minutes to decide who is the champion of Phoenix Series 2.
Miranda Maverick has thrown a lot of those double left hands, power shot, and she'll reload it and throw it again. It covers a lot of distance. Stepped in, beautiful job with that punch. Now Miranda Maverick trying to make it about her takedown. Scooping up the single leg, just a snatch single leg, just a quick grab. Went high crotch, now double leg, and Deanna Bennett did a good job controlling the head. Control the head, you can stop the takedown, but good push on the high crotch to the other side. Now can she stabilize? As we've seen a lot tonight, not just about the takedown, you have to stabilize and do something with the position.
Seems to me like Miranda Maverick got some very specific instructions in her corner in between rounds. You need to go out there and you need to beat her at her own game and be first.
Impose your will, and that's what she's doing right now. One hook in, cannot see the second one from where we are. Looks like she doesn't have that left hook in.
Jimmy. Looking very reminiscent of her previous fight, though.
Yeah, both hooks in now. Miranda Maverick on her like a backpack. Problem is with the fence, in this position, it's hard to stretch your opponent out, really engage your hips, but...
Yeah, actually benefits Bennett to be here, or at least to have Miranda Maverick against the fence in this position.
Yeah, but you still got to get out. That's the hard part.
Still not a good position to be in.
Still not a good position.
Just better than being in the center of the octagon.
Exactly.
And this hand fighting that we're seeing here, Jimmy, is so critical in these moments.
Yep.
It may look kind of almost silly if you don't know exactly what's going on here, but literally what they're doing with their hands and what Miranda Maverick specifically is doing with her right hand right now, looking to get it underneath the chin of Deanna Bennett.
It all looks silly until you get choked unconscious.
Exactly.
Then it's really important. Yep. Bennett has to figure out her time to spin and actually move her hips and get out of this position.
That's the other thing that's tricky about this position is because they're not to one side, it's hard to choose which way you want to spin because they're perfectly in the middle.
Miranda Maverick going hard for the rear naked. It's a crank right now, but we've seen those work. She's going hard for it.
Miranda Maverick with that farm strength.
Farm girl strength, it's a real thing.
She grew up baling hay here in Missouri, Jimmy. Don't doubt it.
I'm from a long line of hillbillies, so I understand it perfectly. All right, I understand completely. Farm boy strong, farm girl strong, it's a real thing.
I'm a new hillbilly, so.
Really? That's such a thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
Old money, new money.
Didn't know that.
Old hillbilly, new
Didn't know that was a
hillbilly.
thing.
Yep. Married into it.
You've made some very poor choices. I'm just throwing that
Not
out there.
today
that
is my
out there
7th wedding anniversary, Jimmy. We can't be throwing my husband under the bus right now. But listen, look at this. Look at this.
There it is.
There it is.
Right on the chin.
Miranda Maverick gets it done. She is our Phoenix Series 2 flyweight champion.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially. 3 minutes, 38 seconds. Round number 3, submission by rear naked choke for your winner. And Phoenix Series 2 flyweight tournament champion, Miranda Fear the
Rad Martinez and Jaylene Robledo take the center of the cage. Immediately closing the distance is Martinez.
Nice knee there from Robledo.
Doing a really good job circling out to that underhook side there, but Martinez trying to cut that cage off.
And I like the way Martinez is really hiking up that right underhook. Really, taking it to the ground. Robledo
look at
on top.
this!
Beautifully done.
Martinez looking to possibly reap the knee and turn it into a leg lock, but gets put in bottom side half guard. Robledo coming into this bout with a record of 3-1. Martinez undefeated thus far.
Robledo, also the youngest fighter on this card, 21 years old, giving up 11 years to her opponent.
Trying to jack that arm up, increase that underhook.
Looks like she's opened up a little bit of blood there on the nose of Robledo.
Robledo, a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Beautiful transition there.
Yeah, I love the way she cleared that, Megan. Now she's in side control. Martinez struggling to regain that position. Oh, nice elbow.
Oh, look at this, a great position.
Very nice.
Oh my goodness, seamless transition.
That's exactly what you do.
Execution.
This is trouble.
You can see her hiking up that arm to maintain that crucifix.
Oh my goodness.
Beautifully done. Robledo told us her nickname comes The Natural. It's a tribute to Couture, The Natural, but also because she just picks things up so easily. You can see Martinez using her legs to try and create space.
To create some leverage there, but this is a dominant position for Robledo here.
Robledo wanted us to highlight that she was the youngest fighter in the card, so it would make her stand out, but I think her performance is making her stand out.
And you know what, Julie? 5th fight in 15 months for Jaylene Robledo, trying to speed run her professional career.
She said she knew who Martinez was coming into this fight. She has been keeping an eye on this division. Really excited about this matchup for her.
And those elbows, Megan, run such a risk to cut.
Yeah, a very dominant position. And straight to the back. Looking for the
Nice.
choke.
This could be it.
It's under the chin.
She's pulling
Could it be another first round submission?
Martinez tries to fight it, but that is locked in there.
Just barely doesn't have the best angle for this choke.
Martinez looking to peel that top hand off.
Oh, nice. Nicely done.
Oh, it's
by Martinez.
corrected.
Oh, look at the way Robledo sunk that in there. That's so nice. Just fighting every second to get into a better position.
Oh my goodness. What defense by Martinez there. Looking to put her back to the mat. She's turning in.
Oh, and looking for a triangle. Look at the jiu-jitsu.
That's so nice. Martinez said she needed to stay calm and composed for this fight, and her composure is definitely showing, but Robledo's transitions between submission attempts, very, very nice.
Really not giving Martinez any time to breathe right now.
It's hard to see if the head is going to slip out of that triangle.
But we're definitely seeing Martinez having to fight through some adversity here in this first round.
Keeping Robledo nice and stacked up so she can deliver her own elbows from the top.
Martinez, a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, not unfamiliar with the attacks being thrown at her.
So Robledo's holding onto that arm still. Jake, you can see the elbows out.
Looking for that reverse triangle.
My goodness. Her ability to transition is very impressive. Just a little over 1 minute remains in round one.
Even on her back, very impressive.
And fantastic defense and, again, composure from Martinez. Oh, elbow slipped a little bit to the back of the head there, but Robledo was in a turning position there. Wow.
Martinez needs to be careful.
Could potentially give up her back again.
As she gives, yes, like.
Yep, keeping that arm over the head, very dangerous. Now elbows from Robledo.
Just capitalizing on that mistake from Martinez, back in that crucifix position. She's got 30 seconds to work here. This is a dominant position to end for Robledo.
Hard to believe all this happened just in round one.
Looking for the arm lock here. Right into mount.
And already so much blood on the leg of Riley Martinez. Looking for the arm bar.
Wow, 30 seconds left.
With just seconds.
How many submission attempts have we seen?
I don't know. It's extended.
Oh my goodness.
Riley Martinez rolls her eyes. And we're just about ready to get round two. The first time tonight, undercard and main card included, that we go to the second round. Leg kick. Right on the bend of the knee. Oh, right hand connects for Robledo.
Looked like they both kind of exchanged right hands there, but Robledo looking to close that range, but Martinez with that takedown, but she's got to be careful here.
Very careful. You can see Robledo's looking to, yeah, go ahead.
Go to the back.
And also tying up both of those arms as she does that transition, so she has a secondary attack afterwards and defense against those strikes. Climbing up there with that left leg.
I mean, the way that she's got that, look like she's going for an omoplata there.
Or go-go plata.
Looks like omoplata thrown over the top, trying to use the sweep, but ends up being in the turtle position. And now Riley Martinez
has a reverse triangle of her own here.
You can see her corner is calling for her to stay on top, Riley Martinez. Smart to do there because that reverse triangle is pretty hard to finish from there.
Oh, nasty elbow there from Martinez.
Oh, look at the power of Martinez in this position. This is a much different start to the round.
And Robledo continues to try and improve her position, but she is caught by a very strong fighter around her head and her arm.
Oftentimes, I feel like grappling doesn't get enough credit in MMA fights, and just the exchanges, how exciting they can be. This is incredibly exciting, and most of the fight is taking place on the ground.
And it's very grueling. Trying to create space, trying to take space away.
And also,
whilst also not getting punched in the face.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they're also just absolutely seamlessly integrating those strikes in between those positional changes. Such a beautiful way to fight.
Robledo's half guard passing has been on display tonight in spades.
Looks like she's trying to go for that head and arm there.
Now in the mount. Could expose the back.
Elbows.
Oh, that could do it!
Goodness!
Riley Martinez is rocked!
Martinez is trying to fight her way out, but man, that was some punishment right there.
Oh my goodness!
Robledo is bleeding onto Riley's mouth. That is a very uncomfortable position to be in if you've ever been there in a fight.
Oh, those elbows.
True test of that composure.
Oh
wow.
My goodness! She's eating these elbows,
she really
Megan.
Is.
Looking for a triangle here.
And still with the wherewithal to go for the submission in this position.
Look at.
We need the camera to highlight that arm position.
Do some roundabout here in that position.
And the referee calls it. Jaylene Robledo, the natural.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Marcia Da Silva calls a stop to the contest at 2 minutes, 17 seconds for your winner by TKO, Jaylene the Natural Robledo.
Here we go, underway. Pearl Gonzalez, Miranda Maverick. Maverick in the white with pink. Maroon for the Chi-Town Princess. Maverick said that she classified herself as a striker. We'll see if she elects to employ that here early on.
So far, Gonzalez is pushing the action. You know, when she ran by her entering the cage, she yelled, "You're gonna die, baby," which is indicative of her frame of mind right now.
Gonzalez talks about her mindset in mixed martial arts. Has had to battle a lot, the loss of her father. Oh, hard kick to the body of Maverick.
Like had a nice left leg side kick, or excuse me, right leg side kick from her.
Applying that jab is Gonzalez. Now Maverick coming forward. Now in on takedown, nicely executed by Miranda Maverick.
And Gonzalez is establishing that left butterfly hook while she's fishing for the Kimura. You can see Maverick's really, oh, excuse me, she's not fishing, she's pushing on the hips, and you can see Maverick's really using a lot of shoulder pressure to try and advance position.
Maverick, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt. Trying to switch sides now. Nicely done by Maverick. Side control here on Pearl Gonzalez.
She has heavy, heavy top pressure. But Gonzalez has been known to be very creative off of her back. You know, she does a lot of interesting triangle setups and movement with her hips. So I'm excited to see what she might put together right here. Really needs to work, however, on connecting that left elbow to knee. She's fishing for the leg.
They get base underneath her now is Pearl Gonzalez. But Maverick still in control of the position. Now trying to take the back. Nicely done by Miranda Maverick. A lot of time to work here. Touch over 2.5 remains in round number 1.
And she's high on Pearl Gonzalez. She also has that underhook, so there's strikes right there. Maybe not super powerful, but extremely annoying. And they build up over time and allow her to get to a position where she can insert that hand. I like that she's trying to control the wrist.
The striking Viking, Caitlin Young, checking in on Twitter. Wanted to see this one hit the floor, and it's there now. Touch over 2 minutes remain in this opening round.
And you can see it's a leg battle right there with Pearl Gonzalez, trying to get to a position where she can get her hips to the ground, get her basically her rear end to the ground, which is going to establish a base in which to flip over. And when she clears that leg, which she's doing, Miranda's got to climb up and try to ride it into mount. She overcommits and gives up her back again.
Maverick able to get on top here. Now landing some left hands. Trying to roll through is Gonzalez, but Maverick trying to squeeze now on Pearl Gonzalez.
And she's not under the chin, she's across the mouth. That is extremely uncomfortable position.
They can get a tap. We've seen it in the past. Gonzalez trying to push it away. She does.
Nice composure there from Gonzalez. Oh, well done, turning in.
Nicely done by Pearl Gonzalez.
Oh, but you can see Maverick's trying to set up that triangle. She was able to push that arm.
Defense may be a factor here in the movement for Maverick.
She's got to clear that shoulder with her leg, and Pearl Gonzalez is doing a nice job pushing with her head. Good elbows. That's a smart thing to do right there.
Gonzalez trying to explode up with posture to clear that choke. She does, comes down with a hammer fist. A little over 30 seconds remain in this first round. Pearl Gonzalez now in top position trying to land some punishment. Still needs to be careful, though, with someone as dangerous as Miranda Maverick. But Gonzalez now finding some left hands.
Oh, big shots. Now Gonzalez trying to get the back of Miranda Maverick.
The armbar coming here for Gonzalez, trying to grab it. Time not on her side, though. Maverick able to get free. Miranda Maverick said that she felt like she could be classified as a striker, and she mixed things up, though, going for a takedown. We'll see what she wants to do here to start out round number 2.
And the thing about that takedown is it was so smooth that, Pearl Gonzalez has got to be a lot more cautious of those, and it might actually open up more opportunities for Miranda to strike. No, nicely done by Pearl Gonzalez.
Maverick with her back against the fence here. We'll see if she can try to wall walk and get back to her feet. Gonzalez trying to settle into the half guard here.
And she's trying to get her parallel to the cage. If she's up against the cage, it's easier for her to get up. Parallel to the cage is a much better position to mount your opponent and try to work.
I remember early in Miranda Maverick's career, we talked about her strength growing up on a farm, and she was somewhat offended by that. Said, I have good technique, but strength is something she can still definitely rely on. And talking to Pearl, she felt that strength may be a factor in this fight, but she felt she could overcome it with proper technique, and right now in a solid position controlling Miranda Maverick.
Miranda Maverick's locking her head down, and she's attempting to pass through to that triangle again. She was able to get her right leg past, and now she's trying to lock this onto Pearl.
Trying to clear the head is Gonzalez. Omoplata position here for Miranda Maverick. Not a submission you see often in mixed martial arts executed, but one that induces scrambles and changes positions.
Yeah, and it sets up some really nice sweeps for the person on the bottom. Really, this is kind of a battle of those legs.
And credit to Pearl Gonzalez for not getting swept in that position, still in top position.
Still in top position, still trying to get Miranda Maverick's back, and Maverick's back up on her feet with double underhooks.
Gonzalez trying to pummel on the inside.
And she's got her right underhook now. It's important that she doesn't let her legs come too close together, and Maverick will be able to, oh, nice trick.
Beautifully done by the veteran Pearl Gonzalez. Just past the halfway point of this fight.
And Maverick again working her high hips, working up to that high guard. Looking to keep the head trapped. She sets up submissions.
Evil Princess Janeza Moranjan checking in on Twitter. She's always watching Invicta FC. Maverick trying to get back to her feet. Gonzalez on her back, keeping the pressure on her. Nicely done by Maverick to get to her feet. Gonzalez doing a good job at not letting her get away.
And you can see Gonzalez was trying to trip her right now, and now she drops her levels for a double leg, but she's maybe a little bit too far out, can't connect her hands, and so tries to transition to the single. Maverick can put a lot of pressure on her neck right here. Oh, nicely done. She uses that position to spin her around, keep her head down, and throw those knees.
Maverick going for a takedown now, trying to scoop the legs out from Gonzalez. She does.
And she's keeping her Gonzalez's knees pinned together like that, making it impossible for her to really get a balanced position to withdraw her hips from. What Gonzalez needs to do is she really needs to free those hips, really get those knees, at least one knee past.
Inside the final minute of this second round.
And Miranda Maverick has actually trapped Gonzalez's own arm. She's across the Gonzalez's back with that arm, holding her wrist. And transitions to mount.
Gonzalez trying to push off the fence, inducing a scramble, but Maverick lands and mounts, securing the position, trying to throw some elbows.
And Maverick has vicious ground and pound teacher. You can see she's tying that arm up, but when she can't immediately swing for the arm bar, she just goes back to striking.
Very solid way to end the second round for Miranda Maverick.
Gonzalez is staying in motion. Oh, gives up her back.
Final 5 minutes ready to go between these flyweights. Pearl Gonzalez, Miranda Maverick. This is our co-main event of Invicta FC 39. TJ DeSantis, Julie Kedzie, Memorial Hall, Kansas City, Kansas. Gonzalez taking the center of the octagon. High kick there by Maverick. Applying that jab and then throwing a kick as Gonzalez. Maverick tries to answer with a kick of her own. Now a combination of punches followed by a kick by Maverick.
And Maverick kind of Bill Wallace style, a little turn around kick into a front kick and jab at the stomach with it.
Ooh. Spinning back fist there by Gonzalez, and Maverick ate a lot of that strike, but is able to get this position here on the back of Gonzalez.
On the back and attacking that leg. I like the way she's sagging down like that so she can drop her levels without risking much. Big slam.
Stacked inside the guard here is Maverick trying to put the pressure down on Gonzalez.
And Gonzalez is working up a high guard, but still pressuring the hip with her right foot. Oh, never mind. Maverick's got some heavy head pressure right there. It can be very frustrating. Gonzalez is really trying to cut to a 90-degree angle, trying to improve her chances of getting a submission or escape out of there. She's in position to get hit really hard right now. Nice knee there to the body, very creative there from Miranda Maverick.
3 minutes remain here in this final round. Full side control here for Miranda Maverick.
Nice. So Gonzalez is cupping that arm with both hands, and she's trying to get her legs over the top of Miranda Maverick's head so that she can get her leg under the face or under the arm like that and try to reverse position.
You mentioned the creativity on the floor of Pearl Gonzalez. That on display here.
Yeah, by weaving her leg through like that, she's keeping Miranda Maverick from really attacking her very hard there.
Touch over 2 minutes remaining here in this third round. Maverick able to clear that leg.
Gonzalez is staying in motion on the bottom, still attacking one arm. I'm trying to figure out what exactly she's setting up right there because she's risking a lot. Actually, it looked like she might have been going for a knee bar.
Gonzalez trying to get back to her feet. Maverick not letting her breathe. Less than 2 minutes remain. Got to believe there's going to be some urgency here for Pearl Gonzalez to get free and get some offense going in this third round.
And for Maverick to immediately go into a takedown attempt after getting back up, it's such an exhausting thing to get back to your feet and then have the reshot. Maverick's hands are connected. She should be able to land this.
And she does. 90 seconds left in the fight. Half guard here for Miranda Maverick.
And Pearl Gonzalez is moving her hips over, trying to get to an edge, trying to connect elbow to knee so she can brace out and get to a guard. Fishing for that butterfly hook with her right. Oh, nice sweep. But she gives up her back on the way. Didn't quite clear the legs enough there.
Trying to maybe frame up an arm triangle here is Miranda Maverick. Gonzalez feels it, trying to roll through. Posturing up. Back given up by Gonzalez, left hands. Trying to wrap up that rear naked choke is Miranda Maverick.
She's really sticking to her like a burr, like trying to get that rear naked choke, but when it doesn't work, just letting herself roll around and kind of ride Gonzalez's momentum.
Final 15 seconds of this third and final round. Controlling Pearl Gonzalez is Miranda Maverick. Fight to the final bell. Miranda Maverick turning in a solid performance against the veteran Pearl Gonzalez. She does what she feels will be a victory lap right there. She wanted to make a statement, prove that she truly is the #1 contender. She took on a very tough Pearl Gonzalez tonight. The judges will sort it all out in the scorecards, but Miranda Maverick should be proud of that performance.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Here are the totals: 30-27, 30-27, and 30-26, all for your winner by unanimous decision, Miranda Maverick!
Invicta FC 34, don't forget the title fight in our main event, Vanessa Porto and Pearl Gonzalez. TJ DeSantis, Julie Kedzie, Memorial Hall here in Kansas City. Aaron Blanchfield in the blue, Cortez in the all black. Nice left hand by Blanchfield. Cortez trying to fire off a combination in response.
Yeah, Blanchfield's her reach is probably going to work very well for her in these striking exchanges. Cortez has to get really hard to the inside like that, really launch forward to get inside.
Going back to the topic of fight IQ, Aaron Blanchfield said it'd be very important to frustrate Tracy Cortez, maybe bait her into a takedown off of instinct, and what better way to do that than punch her in the face. You can join us on Twitter at TJ DeSantis, at JulesK_fighter, at Invicta Fights. Use the hashtag InvictaFC34.
And I think that bait came into play there. You can see Cortez went for that takedown after the overhand, and now she has Blanchfield on her back, but this might be Blanchfield's element. You can see Cortez has her arm wrapped up a little bit there, and she's trying to move to side control, and Blanchfield guards back up.
Open guard here now by Blanchfield into an arm bar. That right arm being attacked.
Oh my goodness.
Of Cortez. It is extended.
Yes.
See if she can make something happen and survive, but Aaron Blanchfield has control of that arm. Cortez hopping over to the side once again.
Oh, Cortez, very gritty right there.
That arm is extended. Cortez surviving. Blanchfield is still controlling it, but with the left arm only.
She's got the head hooked with her leg as well, TJ, so she's trying to pull that head down for pressure.
Blanchfield relentless with the attack here on the right arm of Tracy Cortez.
Cortez is staying very composed right there, despite being locked up. She really needs to get that elbow out, get that elbow free.
And while it was a scramble, it looked at times that arm was completely extended, but Tracy Cortez able to grit it out.
Yeah, that was a really nice knee there to the inside. She's on the liver side, so if she can hit that knee right on the liver, she might cause Blanchfield to let go.
Blanchfield flowering in with that right arm, preventing Cortez from picking her up. That also leaves her exposed, but it's hard for Cortez to really strike when she only has her left hand to do so.
It is, and it's also a little bit harder for her to stack up because she needs to get her hands together. She needs to put pressure so she can yank up with that arm.
Cortez respected the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu game of Aaron Blanchfield, but said, this is MMA. It's a little bit different with strikes, but being defensive thus far, but still, mixing up some knees in there. Now she puts the left knee on the face of Blanchfield. We'll see if that breaks the hold. We've seen that done in the past. Tanya Evinger employed that. And again, you can place the knee on the head of a downed opponent. You can't throw a knee strike, though.
Yeah, that was actually ended up being an overturned decision, I guess. Yeah, it was an overturned decision. But what's interesting about putting the knee on the head is it gives you an opportunity for leverage, but she also has to be able to use her other leg to get up there for that leverage. And so the way she's trapping Blanchfield's arm is actually kind of also keeping her from getting up. I do love that knee pressure, though, right on the face.
Cortez trying to get that arm free. She's had it controlled for a very long time. It was extended earlier in the fight. A lot of heart on display here by Tracy Cortez. And also, I mean, heart here by Erin Blanchfield, too. I mean, this is not a fun position to be in.
No. Being stacked up there on your neck like that is unpleasant in its own right, but also having a knee pressing into your face, into your temple is not pleasant. Cortez seems very calm right there. She's wrapped up. She's fighting for little things. Knee on the neck would actually put a lot of pressure on that position. I don't know if that's legal. I think it is.
Coming up on 30 seconds remaining in the round. Erin Blanchfield very much in sort of, I mean, it's a weird situation. She's the one that is controlling the arm. Now that arm is free.
She's free. She's free there. Yeah, she did a really nice job of kind of bunching up the body to get it free. That was really smart and took a lot of tenacity.
Cortez landed a nice punch, but now Blanchfield back to her feet, dying seconds of round number 1. Erin Blanchfield, Tracy Cortez, 5 minutes down in the reserve bout of this flyweight tournament, our semifinals. TJ DeSantis, Julie Kedzie, Memorial Hall. These ladies coming out aggressive early in round number 2.
Oh my goodness, that was a hard shot, TJ.
Erin Blanchfield surviving, showing off her chin, now working a single leg takedown on the wrestler Tracy Cortez.
Cortez's balance is very good right there.
Cortez trying to get a dominant position here.
You can see Erin's fishing for that ankle, trying to pull her off of the cage from there.
Really married to that takedown here is Blanchfield. Cortez now throwing some right hands. Nice elbow there.
That was nice. Now look at the way she actually got to a great position to get a double leg from there. She has to get her off of the cage, though.
Now Blanchfield on the back here of Cortez. We'll see if she tries to get her hooks in. Cortez circling back into her.
And so that's kind of what you need to do in a rhythm there, TJ, with going back and forth, up and down. Nice. Cortez did that right hand and goes diving right in for her own takedown. Her hands are locked behind Blanchfield's bottom, and she's pulling her down. Blanchfield smartly going back to the cage to try to use that as her way up.
Kimura grip now maybe for Erin Blanchfield. 90 seconds down here in round number 2.
You can see how the cage is such an important tool for MMA fighters to train with the positioning they're doing right there. Oh, nice shot. Look at the way Cortez has her arm trapped around her back.
Knee to the body there by Cortez. Blanchfield trying to attack that neck. Cortez having none of it.
And this is where I think Blanchfield's earlier, you know, she's learning lessons from gritty fights. This is where it will come in handy for her.
Now back in space, we saw Cortez get a vicious strike early, but it's Blanchfield coming forward. Cortez in on a takedown. Are you surprised that Cortez is going back to this takedown? I mean, this is what Erin Blanchfield thought she might do, bait her into those takedowns.
Well, if she did, I'm not surprised at all. I think you go to what you're good at, and she knows that she can land them. She's in the position to get them. And she's landed some hard strikes from these positions as well, TJ.
A much different round for Cortez here with the wrestling attack. In the first round, she was caught in that armbar for majority of the round.
And I wonder if that gave her some confidence that, you know, a jiu-jitsu champion did not tap her.
Corner of Blanchfield imploring her to get off the fence. She circles away. Really gritty fight. This was similar to the fight that Erin Blanchfield had against Kay Hansen. Cortez trying to get her back off the fence. Maybe head and arm throw here for Blanchfield.
It looks like that's what she's going for, TJ, but she's also kind of looking for that leg hook too, I think. Cortez is finding balance points with the cage and against Blanchfield's body, pushing into it and dropping her elbow down just a little bit.
Janeza Morangen chiming in on Twitter. Always appreciate that. You can get at us at Invicta Fights, hashtag Invicta FC 34.
You can see that the way Cortez's body is positioned, Erin's standing kind of tall. She needs to drop underneath that head. That's hard to do when you're the taller fighter.
Erin, underhook with your left arm, Erin. Get your leg behind her.
Cortez not giving Blanchfield any space here, now dropping down for the double leg.
You can see Blanchfield's attempting that cross face. That can be really hard with MMA gloves on, really kind of pushing to your nose, but she's down.
Takedown secured by Tracy Cortez. 45 seconds left to work. Blanchfield trying to attack an arm.
Cortez, oh, it looks like she stuck her arm back in there, but I don't know if the lockup is actually happening there. Her elbow's slightly out, but she was very smart to yank that elbow outside of the thigh at first.
Cortez out the back door, hard knee to the body there by Tracy Cortez. Blanchfield back to her feet, now has a Kimura grip. 10 seconds left in the round.
She's trying to use that right leg to push Cortez. Well, at first I pushed her away, now she jumped guard. Oh my goodness. Really trying to extend that arm.
Final 5 minutes between these flyweights. Tracy Cortez immediately coming out. Nice left hand there.
And I think there's definitely going to be some urgency from Blanchfield to get some damage done in this round.
Launching a kick now as Cortez really light on her feet here to start round number 3. Combination by Cortez now into a takedown attempt. Blanchfield turning her into the cage.
Good. Turn. Put her back on the cage. Roll your thumbs, Tracy.
Cortez battling through this takedown attempt by Erin Blanchfield.
Let's see, Blanchfield's using her body, using her head, putting a lot of pressure trying to pin Cortez. And Cortez is trying to block that out with her right leg.
Yep, now spin. Get that right arm under her. There you go.
Nice trip there, TJ.
Now into half guard goes Erin Blanchfield.
And this is where she shines. She's very, very good in top position on the ground.
A lot of time to work, just under 4 minutes here in this final round.
Cortez is wrapped around the waist, trying to extract her head, trying to pull herself out. Blanchfield pushes her up to the cage there. That could give Cortez an escape, actually, but we'll see. See if she finds it.
She wants the mount right here.
Very important position here in this final round for Erin Blanchfield. Karen Bryant watching tonight on Fight Pass. Appreciate KB tuning in. Also chiming in on Twitter, at TJ DeSantis, at JulesK_fighter, at Invicta Fights, hashtag Invicta FC 34.
You can see the temptation from Blanchfield to throw that left knee to the face because she's using so much. You know, her arms are tied up, tying up her opponent. And she's trying to free her right leg as well. Now it looks like Cortez is climbing around the back, or she's trying to climb around the back. She's got the leg hooked over.
And Cortez trying to induce that scramble to get back to her feet, get into a better position.
Erin, take the back step. Lock up the triangle. Lock your triangle, Erin.
So you can maybe think about going to knee bar. Now she's lost it. Cortez trying to get out of this position. A full mount almost.
That was smartly done there by Blanchfield, but Cortez is using the cage to push herself away. Blanchfield needs to kind of drag her away from there or look for that head and arm choke if she can get there.
Less than 2.5 minutes remaining in this final round. Erin Blanchfield on top of Tracy Cortez. This is our reserve bout for the flyweight tournament.
Hands on the hips, mount escape, Tracy.
You got it. Control the mount. Control the mount.
Go, come up.
On On her side now is Cortez.
Unfortunately, I can't tell if that's she's got a bow and arrow tie up there or not right now, TJ. That's where the striking should happen. You can see that'll make Cortez drop her hand down a little bit and give Blanchfield more opportunity. She's got head and arm now, TJ.
See if she moves to the right side of Tracy Cortez here.
Cortez is immediately grabbing, trying to frame with her arm.
Erin Blanchfield very close to maybe getting a finish here.
She is, if she can get the right angle though, she's really got to make sure she's spreading out and driving her shoulder as she's cutting, or into the neck as she's cutting off the air.
Cortez moved closer to the cage. Maybe she was trying to push off of it.
It would create more leverage, but she is pushing on the head too, so she might be getting in a little bit of trouble. Grabbing around the waist is actually creating more space for Cortez. Cortez is smart to do that. She can climb to the back.
That arm is almost free. I don't think the choke is on nearly what it was. Now it's completely gone. Both hooks in here for Blanchfield. Cortez going back to that mounted position. Now again giving up her back.
Oh, nicely done.
Nicely done. 45 seconds left to work. Tracy Cortez has been down in this round. A fight that's been pretty even through 2 rounds. Let's see if Cortez can turn it up here in the final 30 seconds or so.
You can see Blanchfield's looking for an opportunity to get some more strikes in there, get another takedown, and Cortez is just throwing whatever she has left now.
Tracy Cortez trying to seize the opportunity, but Erin Blanchfield maybe shutting it down here, back in the clinch.
Look at the way Cortez grabbed around the back of the head and yanked at the jaw. That's a very nice way to turn your opponent. You have to attack their legs at the same time, though, to get a full turn.
What a fight. These flyweights put on a show over the course of 15 minutes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Here are the totals. Judge Graham has it 29-28 for Blanchfield. Judge DeVilbiss, 29-28 for Cortez. And Judge Champion has it 29-28. Your winner by split decision from Scottsdale, Arizona, Tracy Cortez.